Hello, boys and girls. Welcome to another uh, Superplex podcast. Uh, yeah, it was an interesting dynamite, wouldn't you all say?
Yep. Yeah. Enjoyed it very much. Yeah.
I've I've been I've been seeing some posts online that people. Well, it's all down to the main event and the way it ended. A lot of people just kind of complaining about what they could see on the camera angles and all of that. So yeah,
Yeah.
um, they did get a 1.09 million views this week. So again, keeping up in the millions, which is pretty good.
Not bad, not bad.
No, not at all, not at all. They're sort of picking up, but then it's what they've had two big um, event in the sense of, with an exploding death match that failed to deliver, and
Oh.
now with the main event, the way it ended, kind of failing to deliver.
Yeah.
So I'm just thinking, do you guys think that they need to sort out their finishes?
Maybe. I don't know. Do you know? I don't feel the way it ended on Wednesday night was so bad. I mean, how can I put it? We all knew that this was kind of going to the outcome was going to happen. I think it was a good one. I mean, let's just face it: the exploding barbed wire death match. That was
You mean the Sparkler death match?
yeah, the sparkler death match. That was a terrible, flop. The
Mm-hmm.
ending, I mean, this cage match, it was very good. I did enjoy the cage match it was violent, with a hell of a lot of blood,
From two people only,
scars.
though.
I
From
what?
only, if you think about it, only really MJF and Wheeler were the only ones that were actually bleeding profusely. Everyone else had a bit of blood, but not as much as them two. Them two were
Yeah,
just
Sammy.
like nuns.
Didn't Sammy bleed quite bad?
Sammy, at one point, I mean, he was bleeding a lot from his arm, which I still
Mm,
don't understand where he got that from. But yeah, it's crazy.
yeah, I was quite surprised. How can I put it? How I wouldn't say shortened because it was still 2 hours, but how the show was put together this week. What was it like? 4 matches, 5 matches? No, it was 4 matches, weren't it?
Uh,
Was it
yeah,
4 matches?
one, two, two, three, four. Four matches, yes, four
Four
matches.
matches. I don't even think that were that many interviews. Really, were
No,
there?
there was only the two talking points just before the match, just before the Blood and Guts match.
Yeah,
Um, but yeah, that was basically it. Um, just before we actually move on to the beginning of the show, um, you did bring up to our attention, Tony, that uh, AEW were giving away some refunds.
yeah. I heard 6 people got refunded.
Okay, six now. I only heard it was three, but this was what they said. Um, at the beginning of the match, at the beginning of the night, Tony Khan actually came out and said, "Right, guys, um, the matches you're going to see have been taped
Mm.
previously, a couple of weeks ago. Please boo and cheer like you would if you were watching them live."
Yeah,
So that was he said, and he goes, "If anyone is not happy with it, then we're happy to give refunds."
yeah,
And at the time that I heard that, it had only been three people, but now you're saying six. If you
yeah.
think about it, they had over 1,500 people there, almost 2,000 people there, and
Mm.
only six people decided to go for refunds. I think that's still a win-win situation for AEW.
Yeah, no, I've like I saw I read what I read was it was six. I don't know obviously how much of this is true, but I mean
Yeah,
I read it was only six people, and then also it was a case of apparently I know what you said. He come out before the show started, and that
yeah,
I believe also there were notifications when the tickets went on sale. Like I don't know if it was in the email or whatever. If you bought the ticket
yeah,
or the advertisement, that the first part of the show would be all pre-recorded.
yeah. Which
Yeah,
then, in that sense, surely they didn't need to give any refunds because before you purchased it is there. But I'm happy enough for him to come out and say before the show, you know what? If you guys aren't actually happy that four of the matches have been pre-recorded,
yeah,
we are more than happy to give you guys a refund. And like I said, over 2,000 people, almost 2,000 people there. Only
mm.
only six asked for refund. Hey, I'll be with you know what? That's a result. Um, so yeah. So our first match was Kenny Omega and Nakazawa versus John Moxley and Kingston. Um, what did you guys think of this match?
I don't know really. I don't know what to say about this match. Um, it's kind of come to a bit of Nakazawa getting attacked all the time, and Omega like hiding and waiting.
Yeah, because I
Yeah,
mean, Don Callis did come out and say Nakamura. Only, if only Nakamura.
yeah,
Nakazawa is going to wrestle this match alone, and
yeah,
so as as he says that, Omega just comes up behind and attacks Moxley and Kingston.
yeah.
Um, and but that was it. And then the weakest double X handles from Nakazawa. I don't know. It was I didn't enjoy the match, to be honest.
No,
No, there was nothing really to captivate me. I mean, the only really talking point about it is that Omega left Nakazawa to lose.
yeah, yeah, yeah. He took the beat down. I was hoping Nakazawa was going to use his baby oil, maybe, but he didn't.
That would have
But
been fantastic.
um, Mox and Kingston, I believe they had a tag team finisher at the end of the match, didn't they?
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah, and then yeah, so they really left Nakazawa for dead.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
But then after that, the Young Bucks come out, the Good Brothers come out and attack Mox and Kingston and leave them for dead and blah 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 blah. I mean, literally, it's starting to get repetitive, isn't it?
yeah, pretty much.
Yep.
Yeah, we see the Good Brothers. This team, they're like staying. I feel
I mean, they're not doing anything anymore. It's like not even wrestling.
no, they're not. They're not. It's I don't know. It's making me wonder. I mean, the whole split with Impact. I don't see the point. I don't understand why really. Unless they've got like an in-game plan, like with an invasion or something. I don't know. I don't see what the idea is behind it.
On to the next one, and it's QT
Cutie,
versus Cody.
Cutie and Cody. I really hope they go with it and do the belt on a bus match. I'm still hoping for it. Double or nothing.
Someone's getting thrown off
You're
the
an
top.
idiot.
Yeah,
Someone's getting thrown off of that bus.
yeah, belt on a bus match.
Hey, look, in wrestling, there's been so many weird matches. This wouldn't even probably be at top
No,
of the weird matches.
no.
Um, but hey, Arn Anderson actually came out with Cody from the same entrance.
Thank God.
Yeah. But there was a little altercation with the QT and Arn Anderson. And Arn Anderson actually punched QT and then grabbed his head and was raking or just pushing his head against the ring post. Now, I don't. I mean, I'm new to wrestling. I've never watched wrestling before. But doesn't that mean it's a disqualification?
The match hasn't started.
It had.
Oh. Pass it.
Because me and Tony, I even said to Tony, I was like, surely that's a disqualification, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't think the ref was going to call it for that. He should have, but
He just punched the man in the face, and you go,
yeah,
nah, I didn't see it. I looked away. I was tying
Yeah.
my shoelaces.
It's revenge. It's okay. Everything's okay if it's revenge.
yeah,
No, I don't buy it.
ref kind of didn't want to do
And then another one. At one point, they went onto the outside, and Red Velvet held QT Marshall, and I'm like, that's another interference. It's like, surely they have to disqualify Cody for this. No, am I? No, am I the only one that thinks that this is stupid?
Women don't count.
Oh my god! But it was just anyway. Then Cody pulled QT's trunks down, showing a bit of ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, with the pixelation of his ass, we should have known it was recorded because they couldn't do that live.
Very good point. Very good point.
Yeah, very good point. Definitely
Because the other one was actually the one during Blood and Guts. You could see a bit of crack.
Yeah, a lot of crack.
Well, yeah, a lot of crack. Yeah, so QT gave the crossroads to Cody, and then there was a little tombstone reversal between Cody and Ara. You know what? It was just from the point that Arn Anderson punches him and doesn't get disqualified, and Red Velvet holds QT, and Cody doesn't get disqualified. There's only one way this is going to go, and it's that Cody's going to win.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
What else is new?
But then, so he sticks the figure 4 on QT, and QT taps out. And then, the most annoying thing. It's so painful. I don't even want to talk about it. It's just, I don't want to sound like I got a problem with the guy. Actually, no, I do want to sound like I got a problem with the guy. Either wrestle or don't show up with the Union Jack. Yeah, looking like a rip-off Peaky Blinders, yeah? And then go and give one punch to Cody like it was, it was so bad. It was such a bad punch. It was such a bad punch.
Yep.
And Cody's on the floor, and then he covers him in the Union Jack. I'm sorry. Get out. Get out.
Yeah.
No. I don't. No.
Get out of here.
Exactly. Get out. Go away. Either wrestle or stop trying to pretend you can wrestle. And then you come out with this smug look in your face like you've accomplished something. Shut up. Get out. Nope. This guy's annoying me now. Then we had Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page in the rafters, I think.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Scorpio Sky called Sting a mosquito. And he goes that he is the franchise, bitch. And then...
Bitch.
Yep. Then Ethan Page just came out and said the reason why Darby Allin uses paint is to hide the scars that Ethan Page has given him throughout the years. Then Darby Allin just came out of nowhere like a torpedo. But of course, the numbers game got to him. Yeah, and Ethan Page threw him down the stairs, just as you do. You know, you don't like someone, just chuck him down the stairs.
Yep.
I mean, what else could you do?
He tumbled and tumbled and tumbled.
Do you know what? I give it to him because he actually did a fantastic job on it.
Oh, he'll hurt himself.
Oh, absolutely. I think he will.
Or worse.
So, where do they go from here? Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page.
Who cares?
I don't even know what they're doing, to be fair. Are they a tag team? Aren't they a tag team? I don't know.
Well, from the actual Scorpio Sky himself, they're not a tag team. They're a faction.
Oh, who cares? Ethan Page's eyes are too far apart. It looks like a goldfish.
Wow. Okay. After that, we had Britt Baker versus Julia Hart.
No
Yes.
relation.
No relation to the Hart Foundation or
Even-
Hart family or anything. It's just a rip-off. It was a squash match.
Just a
It was
rip-off.
it was a squash match. There was nothing to do with it. It was literally just to say Britt Baker was on Dynamite for 1 week.
Give
that was
her
it.
another win.
That was basically it. There was actually nothing to do. It was just come in, kick her in the gut one time, and then just yeah.
She did put herself on Twitter, a picture of herself from that when she was introduced at the beginning of the match, and said, "I'm cute." I don't know why, but
Who said that?
that Hart chick. She put a picture of her in her wrestling gear from when they introduced her at the beginning of the match, yeah. And on Twitter, she's put that picture on, and she's gone, "I'm cute." It's something like that.
Oh dear.
Oh, that's terrible. That is terrible. But no, it literally was just to say, yeah, you're here.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
So yeah. Then we had Taz's techniques, which he hasn't done one in a while. And
Pretty good though.
oh yeah, but the thing is with the Taz techniques, they've always been pretty good. It's like 30 seconds of him just telling how crap Christian Cage actually was in a sense.
Yeah.
Like for the frog splash, he doesn't use his quads as much to get elevation, so he didn't get a high enough impact. And yeah, it was cool. 30 seconds of him just kind of outworking himself a little bit there. Just like Christian does, outworks everybody.
Himself.
He outworks himself. Then we had a Fatal 4 tag team match.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, it was.
Varsity Blondes versus Jurassic Express versus SCU versus the Acclaimed. Now, before we even watched the match, I said there is no need to watch this match because SCU are going to win.
Yes, you did.
Because of the simple thing of they're pushing really hard for this Young Bucks SCU. Next week is the match for SCU versus the Young Bucks. Now, I'm gonna put it out here so then people don't say that I'm lying or making stuff up. I reckon that SCU might win this. And then they will face the Young Bucks at the pay-per-view and probably lose. And then once they lose that's the end of Kazarian and Christopher Daniels as a tag team. Because I think it would be a nice touch for actually SCU to be champions, not I don't want to say a rip-off version of SCU with Kazarian and Scorpio Sky, but an actual Christopher Daniels and Kazarian would be a nice touch for them to win the titles, hold it for like 2 weeks and a half, lose it to the Bucks again if you have to, end them there as a tag team.
Yeah.
I think it'd be a nice touch. But
Yep.
Will they do that? I don't know. Will they win next week? Probably not, and then lose, and that's it, the end of them, and yeah. And actually, I'll put it to you guys, if they do lose, and they do split up, what becomes of them two?
Kazarian will still go. I think Christopher Daniels will do more backstage stuff.
Backstage worker.
You wouldn't go. So you'd basically, more or less, Christopher Daniels' retirement.
Pretty much.
That could be what it's leading to.
Yeah, because let's be honest. Kazarian can still go.
Yeah.
I mean, how good did you make Christian look? I don't know. It would be nice for them to actually still hold the belts.
Yeah.
I mean, they were in a way, Kazarian and Scorpio Sky were the first tag team champions of AEW. So it would be nice if you're gonna break them up, at least give the real SCU a belt, for like 2 weeks or so. Hey, maybe, you know what? Maybe they'll surprise us, and actually they won't lose it to the Young Bucks at this pay-per-view. Maybe let them hold the belt until
the end of the year.
The next pay-per-view. Who knows?
Because that won't happen.
The only reason I'm saying that is because if you actually notice, AEW don't really give out like titles for someone to hold it for like a couple of weeks. Actually, no, hold on a second. I told a lie. Scrap that. TNT with Brody, but then Brody was because of health problems that he had to give up to Cody and then go away, and he probably would have come back, but sadly that was not to happen. But yeah, so SCU win. Match was alright, few high spots, but nothing like, because see, I already knew what was going to happen by SCU winning. I wasn't really invested a lot in this match.
Yeah.
But I'll leave it to you two. You two can give your views on it.
Tag match, yeah?
Yeah.
All I remember talking about was Pillman's pants.
It was a nothing match, to be fair.
Yeah, when you kind of knew who was going to win, it was kind of a. If you look at it, not being horrible to. Well, actually, no, it's not like even really saying though. You had Jurassic Express in there, so you can't really say there were nobody tag teams in there. But the Acclaim, they're all right.
The Varsity Blondes have been getting a push for a while now.
They have,
And to be honest, don't get me wrong, I like them.
Yeah, I like them.
I like them. I don't think I think they're a good tag team. And Brian Pillman is getting better and better as the weeks go on, which is even better. Even better.
I think GIF needs to go bald.
No, he does not. Leave him alone. Leave Jungle Man alone.
GIF needs to go bald, so he looks more like Steve Austin.
Actually, no. Before I go on to it, there was a couple of promos before that. Omega was by ringside with Tony Schiavone. Kind of funny that they had two promos, one after the other, in the same spot, not actually backstage. It was literally just there. So Omega, it was to find out who's going to face him at the pay-per-view. So next week there's going to be Pac versus Orange Cassidy to see whoever wins will face him at Double or Nothing. Suggestions, guys?
Who cares?
Really?
Yep.
Well, so you don't care who wins that?
Nope.
Omega's winning, yeah?
No, I mean, if it's whoever Pac or Cassidy, it's still going to be a really good match.
You think? See, I like OJ. But I don't know if he can give
doesn't mean he's going to win.
No, but I would like to see, because I like Cassidy. I do. But I don't know if he would give you a 5-star match.
But it would still be a good match.
Pac, on the other hand, I reckon they could go.
But what's the point of having a 5-star match if at the end Omega still wins?
Well, because I'd rather watch a 5-star match than watch a 1-star match with the same outcome.
But you're not going to have a 1-star match with Pac and Omega.
No, but that's exactly what. Well, you're just kind of proving that. You just said, who cares if you're going to have a 5-star match if Omega's going to win at the end? What would you rather watch? A 5-star match with Omega win at the end, or a 1-star match with Omega winning at the end?
No, I'd rather a 5-star match with Omega losing. Just don't
Well,
go all out if it's just going to stay the same. Go all out if you're going to change.
I don't know if it will change. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I don't mind either of them. Tone, what's your choice?
5-star matches should be saved for title changes.
I like the idea of this match just because, I mean, yeah, I am a Derby. I like Derby. Darby Allen, Orange Cassidy. I mean, sorry, Orange Cassidy.
Wow.
Um,
Okay.
I think it's good rather than having the same people over and over again getting a title shot. I like the idea of it. I mean, if there's a title change, there's a title change. There's not a title change at the moment. I don't think there will be a title change. This Omega thing, I think, may run on for a bit longer. I don't see a title change happening with that at the moment.
No, I don't either. I mean, don't get me wrong,
But I think it'll be a fun match.
I'm just looking forward to a good match, to be honest.
That last Pac Omega match, was that for the belt?
Was that?
The last Pac Omega match, was that for the belt?
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, that was just an Iron Man match. That was it.
Okay.
Which was pretty good as well.
Yeah, it was.
Don't get me wrong, Omega did take the piss out of Orange Cassidy so much. Even stole his glasses at one point. So, yeah.
Technically, Nakazawa stole them.
Well, Omega put the glasses on Nakazawa, really, so yeah. Then we had Tony with Miro, exactly same spot, just 30 seconds later. And it was Miro is coming after Darby Allin for the TNT belt. Now, I'll say it right here, ladies and gentlemen. If Miro does not win against Darby Allin, or there is a screwy finish, I'm not doing a podcast anymore.
If Miro's not winning, it has to be a screw finish.
Because I don't understand how you can even attempt to make this match anything but a Miro win.
I've got an idea of what could happen, guys, and you're not going to like it.
Go on.
Well, one of it's going to be that Darby wins, right? But I've got a feeling Darby's going to get destroyed so much that because not just that, because of his arm. Well, they'll use the factor of his arm and that. But I think that Sting's going to get his wish, and I think the Murder Hawk's going to attack Miro, where he said to the Murder Hawk, "I want you to start destroying people," and I think that's what's going to happen.
Do you know what? To be honest,
I think the Murder Hawk will attack Miro. That's my feeling about it.
I'm not gonna lie. That would be a good match to watch. To be honest,
that's what's in the back of my head. It might not happen, If it does, Tony Khan, I know you're watching, but you heard it here first, guys. You heard it here first. But yeah, no, I think if Darby's to keep the title, I think that's what could happen.
Okay.
Yeah, but Miro's not. Archer's not destroying Miro.
It'll be a good.
That's not happening.
No, they could come face to face, really.
Yeah, they're
face to face,
fight,
yeah.
But there's not going to be no destroying of Miro. That ain't going to happen.
No, I don't think destruction, but
it depends how tired Miro is. It depends, if Darby possibly hits him with a chair or, Coffin drops him through a table or something. But
Darby's not getting any offense off in this match.
Darby's done out here,
yeah? Yep, absolutely. Well, he better be.
Hold on. Against DJ Drew, or whatever his name was, he got absolutely destroyed. He got destroyed last week again. and it's just like against number 10, and it's just like he keeps getting destroyed every single week, but
Yeah.
somehow he's always winning.
Yeah,
Yep.
but it's getting destroyed, and then there's Miro. It's
Oh yeah,
totally
of course.
totally different. Miro's gonna
Yeah.
murder him.
Hmm. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't know. Yeah, yeah. It's one of those.
This is one of those.
Ah.
Tis one of those.
It'll be one of those that you either get annoyed, pissed off, or something. But yeah, I'm gonna flip out if anything. If it doesn't go my way.
Yeah.
So yeah. All right. So now it's the main event of the evening
Main event.
for the millions watching at home,
Oh,
the
God.
thousands in attendance. It was a pretty shit match, wasn't it, guys? Let him go.
No, you can't.
No, I'm
say
joking.
that.
I'm joking. So yeah, it started off with Sammy and Dax, the Axe. And yeah, Dax Harwood got actually split open quite quickly. Then Sean Spears came in, used the chair on Sammy. Then Ortiz came in with a chair, and then through. Right. So let's get this straight. Sammy and Spears are both on the top rope holding each other. Ortiz throws the chair at the back of Spears' legs,
Yep.
and Sammy does a Spanish fly on him, which looks fantastic. Then Wheeler comes in. Nothing much happened with that when he came in, just of course being up the two guys. Actually, Ortiz kind of fell between the cage and the ring, and he looked like he was a bit messed up after that. Same thing happened with Santana, came in, also dropped in there. But then Ortiz did wrap a bit of barbed wire around his fist and just started to go to town on Wheeler. That's what busted him wide open because he was literally just, he was in bad shape. Wardlow was the next man in, of course, cleaning house. Then Hager came in. Big two, Godzilla, King Kong going at it, just beating the crap out of each other. Hager did get Wardlow in an ankle lock. MJF comes in, and last but not least, Jericho was the last man in. He brought Floyd with him and just started whooping everyone. Santana had a fork with him and started just jabbing people in the forehead with a fork, which I guess. Does anyone still to this point know why Sean Spears took the top turnbuckle off? Like, completely, just like unscrew the whole thing, took it off, and did sweet FA with it.
Hit him with it, I think. I think they got hit with the thing once.
There was a point where he was just holding it in his hand, and you did kind of wonder to yourself, okay, what's going to go on here?
Well, on the other corner, Dax and Wheeler were just both ripping up the ring, exposing the bare wood to the pile driver Santana on Ortiz. They reversed it, get into the pile driver. Then Sammy just runs up to the top rope, which more or less was the middle rope because there was no, there's just all slack there. Just jump down. Tully, that idiot, attacked the referee, got the key, opened the cage. MJF, of course, climbs to the top of the cage. Jericho follows him. Now, this is where I don't understand. So, you got to the top. Jericho follows you. Jericho is beating on you. Then all of a sudden, you get one punch on Jericho, and Jericho just goes limp dick on you. Literally doesn't do anything else. You get hit with a ring, then you get stumped on your hands, and it's like, I'm sorry, did I miss something here? Is MJF just become a go-go? Like, one punch and just takes people down?
One punch and
I
done.
mean, I don't get it. So MJF is going to throw Jericho off the top. Says to the Inner Circle, surrender or I'll throw him off the top of the top of the cage. So Sammy Guevara says that they surrender. The Pinnacle win, and then at the end of it, MJF still throws Jericho off the top of the rope, which a lot of people went, including Tony.
Yep.
Wow, the amount of padding that he took, that he landed on. He probably pulled his back just on the actual amount of padding he had.
Yeah, there was quite a bit of padding.
Quite a bit of padding. Now,
He probably still did his back in though. Not gonna lie.
I mean, he's an old man.
Yeah.
He's an absolutely old man. You know, you can't be doing that stuff. The biggest problem I have with that was literally because you could have used different camera angles that wouldn't have given away how much padding there was underneath.
That's true.
You could have used the camera from below, like at ring level. You wouldn't have seen how much padding there was. You could have even had a higher camera, shot that you still wouldn't tell how much padding there was. But yeah, I thought silly of them to show that.
Yeah.
Because then it's just like, well, that just takes away the impact of it.
That's true.
And I was just like, this is just so stupid. So, yeah, I was like, nah, not for me. Not for me. The ending, that is, the actual whole match was actually pretty good. I throughout the whole event, the whole actual Dynamite, I was saying, I actually am just looking forward to this main event.
You know what? You're writing it off, yeah. Last week we spoke about this, right? And I'm sure we said we felt the Pinnacle were going to win. I can't remember if it was Steve that said that Pinnacle were going to win, or we all said it.
No, I said that I reckon that because of what happened before, I reckon that the Inner Circle would have won.
Okay.
I actually went with Inner Circle.
Well,
I guess I was wrong.
I said Pinnacle.
I always knew, because of, it was Friday it all started. I always knew because Jericho was starting his Fozzy tour. So they had to find some way of, injuring him and taking him out.
I think you're just injuring everyone, really. Because I don't think can the Inner Circle actually work without Jericho there?
They'll have to. But to be fair, I don't see any of them coming on Dynamite for, say, the next 2 weeks.
Oh yeah, they're broken.
Yeah, I don't see any of them coming on Dynamite for the next 2 weeks. At least to the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
And if they're coming for revenge. They took out Jericho now, so they're coming for revenge.
It would be good to see, though. So we'll just have to wait and see how it actually goes ahead. But yeah, I don't think that you're going to see them for a while now.
No, I don't either.
Which is okay, because all I hear from Steve is, who cares? So
I'll be surprised if we see him before, 2-week period, but yeah.
Yeah, no, I get that. I get that, because it's just like, I don't know. I don't know. Well, we'll just have to wait and see.
We'll play it by week.
Exactly. So yeah, that was basically it. Dynamite. Again, not much to talk about, but I mean, there was a few things to talk about. It wasn't bad.
I do say they did put up some tasty matches for next week.
Yes, next week is looking
next week's
stacked.
show is quite stacked. I believe there's 4 or 5 matches.
Yeah,
Posted.
you got the Pac OJ match. You got Miro versus Darby Allin.
The
You
tag
got
match.
you got SCU
Titles.
versus the Young
Young
Bucks.
Bucks.
Yes. So yeah.
What was the other one? Oh, and you got the New Japan United States title with Moxley versus Yuji Nagata.
Yeah.
Or Nagata.
No, God. To be honest, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know him. I don't remember him from WCW either. So I'm intrigued to see it. Well, he's old school.
He's old school New Japan.
Yeah. So it's good. It'll be good to see.
John Moxley.
Mister
John Moxley.
That was fantastic. That's when you know someone's about to get killed. So, guys, we're gonna go ahead with the rates, the ratings, shall I say?
Ratings.
I'll start with Steve since he's always been negative one, and this will probably again F.
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 F, yeah. Crap.
Okay.
Whoa.
Cool. Stone?
I was actually, do you know what? Because I liked how it went this week, and apart from the first match, which I didn't really enjoy too much, I'm going to give this, right? I'm giving this because I enjoyed the cage match, I'm giving it a B.
Cool.
Oh my days.
Giving it a B. This week gets a B. A strong B. Do you know why? Because Britt Baker was on the show, and her name begins with B.
All right. Well,
Lou.
Yeah.
Can we let Tony go like?
Well, no, because I'm giving the show a C+.
Oh my god.
And since we had Chris Jericho on, and his name starts with C.
Yeah, give it to him. Give it to him.
Giving it a C+. And also Cash Wheeler. And the chairman.
Oh, you both
so many C's.
You both need letting go, man.
You need to be let go. I don't understand why you're giving that an F.
Because it was awful.
No, Cash had them Bret Hart socks on again.
He did.
It's brilliant. It's fantastic.
Okay, hold on. So why are we wrong? First of all, it's my opinion, and the B is Stone's opinion, so you can stuff it. But why are you giving it an F?
Because the cage match was such a letdown. The whole program was built on the cage match, and it was a proper letdown.
The cage match was a proper letdown.
Do you know what?
Explain yourself, sir.
It was action-packed, right?
Oh, look, the first half...
ending was the letdown.
Yes, the first half was fantastic, yeah? Until MJF got out of the cage. Then it went to... there's no words to describe how bad it was.
Alright, so an hour match was... Alright, 55-minute match was good. The last 5 minutes were rubbish. And because of that, it gets an F.
Yeah, it ruined the whole thing. Ooh. I get that Jericho and MJF are your two main guys, yeah? But how long was they on top of the cage for? 20 minutes?
No. They were on top of the cage for like 5 minutes.
No. All of that, get up there, do the moves, I'm going to push you off.
Yeah, that was 10 minutes max. 10 minutes max.
All right, 10 minutes. So for the whole 10 minutes of the match, didn't see one other person. You utterly destroyed both of your teams. Just to make yourselves look good, you destroyed your whole teams.
I'm not going to lie, you could hear still them fighting in the cage.
Yeah, but you couldn't see nothing.
Because at one point, I heard someone got hit with a chair, and I went, "Ooh, that must have hurt," because it sounded.
Yeah, but you couldn't see it. So what was the point?
All right, cool. But does that actually mean that it gets?
Yes. You put yourselves over the rest of your team. So yes, you're selfish. You get an F.
Whoa.
Okay.
I'm sure they didn't just stand there and was like, "Oh, what are them two up there doing?" I'm sure there was still action going on in the cage, but
Yeah.
oh well, we'll never know. Could have been the best 5 minutes of wrestling you've ever seen in your whole life, but you'll never know.
Whoa.
No, if Macho Man is not in it, it's not the best wrestling you've seen in your life.
Doing it.
Right now, if people remember from last week, Steve gave himself a challenge of making a AEW Dynamite show, and he claims that he would get 2 million views on TNT. So we said, all right, do that show and let us know, and then we will put it to the Twitter poll, and we'll actually send it to Mr. Tony Khan himself, see if he replies. Probably not. But right now, we are actually going, me and Tony are going to absolutely tear him a new one, because he thinks he is God's gift to wrestling. He is a poor man's Vince McMahon, basically.
Do this.
So
Do
Steve,
this.
whenever you're ready, you are the host. You tell us what's going on, and me and Tony will give you the verdict.
Remember, I haven't done winners, yeah?
That's fine. Me and Tom, should we do winners?
Yeah, why not?
Cool. All right.
Right, first match, yeah?
On.
Over women's over the top battle royal.
Crap already.
You reckon?
Absolutely.
Alright, ready?
Crap already. Women over the top battle royal. Yeah.
Ready?
Go on.
Oh, hold on. 1,
Not-
2,
Nyla Rose wins.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nyla Rose is in it.
Nyla Rose wins.
Awesome Kong's in it.
Alright, Jay Cargill,
Mm-hmm.
Abaddon,
Mm-hmm.
Chris Statlander, Nyla Rose, Penelope Ford, Red Velvet, Riho, Serena Deeb, Ty Conte, and Thunder Rosa. Winner gets a title shot.
Who?
Whoever's champion. Say
Okay.
Shida.
All right. Where's Britt Baker?
Well, no, because Britt Baker's got the title. She's got the title match.
Okay.
So it's between whoever's Shida. If Shida loses to Britt, she don't get a rematch anyway, so she's not in this.
Okay.
And Britt's in the match anyway, so.
Where's Big Swole?
No Swole.
Where's Hirsch?
No Hirsch.
The Herschel Swole.
Even though you like Hirsch.
Yeah, but I tried to put all the more established people in it.
Where's the Bunny?
Bunny's later.
Where's Diamante?
Diamante's later.
Okay. Jade and Nyla.
Dun over the top rope and she's out. Dun. Oh, sorry. I just eliminated her. That was all. She's gone from this. She was first out.
Who's winning, Todd?
Nyla Rose.
Nyla Rose. Okay, cool. So Nyla Rose wins that. Next match.
All right, for the TNT, I read this. This was the first one I did before we knew Miro was fighting for the belt.
Yeah.
Darby Allin versus Sting.
Sting.
Darby keeps it, I think.
You did.
I don't think they put the strap on him.
Can't.
I want Sting to win, obviously.
It'll just be cinematic matches now for the rest of the. Yeah. Go on. Next.
All right, triple threat tag team. Jurassic Express versus Best Friends. Do we know what Matt Hardy's group is called?
No.
All right, Matt Hardy, Butcher and Blade versus Team Taz.
You just said it's the triple threat.
Yeah, for 3 men: Jurassic Express, Luchasaurus, Jungle Boy, Marco Stunt, Best Friends, and Orange Cassidy. Matt Hardy's team: Matt Hardy, Butcher and Blade, and Team Taz, Hobbs, Ricky Starks, and Brian Cage.
That's 4 teams, though.
Exactly.
They're triple threat. They're trio. All right, trio. For whatever.
Oh, you mean You mean 6? You mean 3-man 4-way? So basically, like 12 men.
Yes.
Okay, I get you now. I get him.
12-man tag team match. That's what you gotta say.
Okay, 12-man tag team match.
There you go.
They're not tag teams. They're trios.
Let's be fair, yeah. Even though they're one of my favorite tag teams, Luchasaurus and that never win these type of matches.
Team Taz.
I'm actually going to go with Best Friends. I'm going to go with Best Friends on this one.
I like Best Friends, but I think Team Taz.
Who's Team Taz's team? Cage, Hobbs, and Starks.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go. How are you even saying anyone else?
Best Friends. I'm going Best Friends. Yeah.
Fair enough. At least he sticks to
Best Friends.
Yeah.
All right. So if that was a 12-man, this is a 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
There's not enough. There's not enough corners.
This is a 16-man.
Bro, he's used the whole roster.
Yeah, I've used the whole roster.
He's definitely just using. You know the worst thing is there's not even enough space for 16 people around the ring.
Yes, it's a Survivor Series match. Four teams of 4 men.
You know they have people in the crowd here that ain't on the show that we no one there.
Right, ready? 4-man. It's a Survivor Series match. 4 teams, 4 men per team.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Sean Spears, Wardlow, and FTR.
Okay.
Versus Sammy Guevara, Hager, and Proud and Powerful.
Well.
Versus Cody Rhodes' team, Cody, Dustin, Billy, and the other guy. I can't remember what his name is.
Oh, wonderful! Yeah, that's the other guy.
Oh,
the black guy. Yeah, Johnson. Versus Jackson. all of QT's team. QT, Solo.
The factory.
Yeah.
Gone. Factory gone. Dead.
Yeah, but who's winning?
It's also between the Pinnacle and...
the Pineapple.
Pineapple.
I'll go Pineapple as well.
I think the Pineapple win it.
Yeah, I'll go Pineapple. To be honest, I like FDR and Wardlow. Sean Spears, for me, is probably the first one eliminated anyway.
All right, this is the 5th match, tag team.
Yep. Oh wow, another one. Let's go.
Yeah, no, this is just tag team.
Oh, okay.
Phoenix and Penta.
Yep.
Versus Young Bucks.
Yep.
Versus Moxley and Kingston.
Yep.
Versus SCU.
Phoenix and Penta. I know exactly what Tony's gonna say. Young Bucks.
I was actually, you know what? I was actually gonna go Phoenix Penta as well. To be fair. Yeah, Phoenix Penta.
All right, main event.
1,
2, 3, 4, 5. 5-man match.
Oh wow.
This is for
the world title.
Yeah, world title. Adam Page.
Yeah.
No.
Versus Jericho.
No.
Versus Lance Archer.
No.
Versus MJF.
No.
Versus Pac.
No. That's a shit main event.
What do you mean? It's got all the top guys in it.
So tell me that again. Who's the people in it?
Adam Page.
Uh-huh.
Chris Jericho.
Uh-huh.
Lance Archer.
Uh-huh.
MJF.
Yep.
And Pac.
Okay.
In an inferno barbed wire bouncing ring of doom match.
I couldn't think of a match type to put it in. They put TLC or something.
So this is the main event, yeah?
Yeah. So it's a TLC.
I have a question.
Yeah.
And this is supposed to get 2 million views?
Yeah.
Bro, this show's gonna be fucking the money on this show. The amount of superstars.
Yeah, Tony.
Yeah, but it's not a Dynamite. It's a paper. It's a
I said a Dynamite.
It's a Dynamite. Okay.
Do you know what? I'd have liked a title match, the world title match, right? Kenny Omega.
Yeah, because Kenny's not even there.
Right, versus Willie all day.
Yeah, but you see, my original pay-per-view, my original main event was Pac versus Omega. But it's gonna happen. So I had to change it.
All right, cool. So in that case, for that main event, then I would probably say MJF.
I'm gonna say
Willie all day.
If he was in it, I'd pick him. If he was in that match, I'd pick him. I'm gonna say, I don't know. It's a cheap one, isn't it? MJF wins. It's a cheap one, definitely.
Remember, you got Jericho in there as well.
Yeah, Jericho's in there as well.
Jericho and MJF are probably just going to concentrate on fighting each other.
Then you got Pac,
Lance Archer, and Adam Page.
You know what? Adam Page. Archer.
Adam Page.
No, fuck it, I'm sticking with it. MJF. No, I'm sticking MJF. Do you know what? Can I be honest? And I think if anyone is going to beat Omega, it has to be MJF.
No.
Do you know why I say that? Because you've already had the Moxley bit. You've already had, you don't need Adam Page in there.
And the world title was on the line, yeah?
Yeah. I think MJF isn't that sort of thing of, right, you need to start making this guy already your number one asshole. He's already an asshole. Make him your number one asshole and start molding him into Ric Flair. Because let's be honest, the Pinnacle's intro music is a lot like a ripoff of The Horsemen. So yeah, it's already there.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, you don't think that'd break 2 mil? I think it will.
No, I don't think it will.
I think this Sting Darby Allin match would do a mil on their own.
And then you woke up. I think you're going to send this to Tony Khan, and he's probably just going to laugh at you.
Well, we'll see.
And then put it on the Twitter poll as well, and then we'll see what it is. So, Steve, take a picture of that, send it to Tone. He'll post it to Tony Khan, and then we'll get the poll started. Yeah, so that was Dynamite, and that was Steve's version of Dynamite, which was... I'm joking. To be honest, there's some good matches there, but most of it is just trash.
Idiota.
I'm sorry. But yeah, so we'll be back next week, maybe, if we haven't been cancelled. But yeah, it's goodbye from me.
Good night.
Good night.
You're so gay.
Good night, everybody.
Bye-bye.